Hey everyone, my name is Perry and welcome back to the cassette phase. So today I want to talk about trading cards. So what kid in the 80s or 90s didn't have a stack of some kind of trading cards in their room, or maybe even a binder full of them? You know, sports cards obviously, baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, but also collectible trading cards from some of our favorite movies, TV shows, and cartoons. So I'd like to do a couple of things here with you today. First, I want to take a sealed pack of trading cards from the 80s, open them up and see what we get. And second, I want to sit down here on the rug and open up my personal binder full of just miscellaneous trading cards and kind of flip through them and talk about them as we go. So if that sounds like fun to you, come hang out. Now, if I really think about it, the fact that I collect so many different things today, well into adulthood, I think that can be traced back to my collecting of sports cards and trading cards as a kid. Remember getting a pack of baseball cards or something from the grocery store or the gas station and immediately ripping it open and doing the whole need it, got it, need it thing? And remember trading them with your friends? For us, it was usually baseball cards. Of course you had Topps, Donruss, Fleer, remember Upper Deck? And not only the brands, but I could tell you probably still how many home runs certain players had in certain years, or how many stolen bases, just because I would study the backs of those cards and memorize them. Or were you the type of kid that collected the whole sets? The big annual package of every player in the whole league. And if you were, did you open those up? Or did you keep them sealed, hoping to one day, make some money off of them, hoping that they'd be super valuable? And I feel like the generation directly behind us, just a little younger than our age group, for them it was more about collectible card games, right? Like Pokemon. My son is really into that one, or things like Magic the Gathering. I never really got into those as much. For me, it was more about collecting sports cards and just cool trading cards from some of my favorite movies or cartoons. But either way, it seems like almost every kid had some kind of trading cards in their possession at some point. So with that being said, let's take a look at what I've got in my binder as far as trading cards go today as an adult. And again, we'll just kind of talk about them as we go through. Okay everyone, as promised, the first thing we're going to do is take an old vintage pack of trading cards, open it up, and see what we got. So for today's selection, we're going with Alf cards. That's right, alien life form, Gordon Shumway himself. So here we go. Okay, now first and foremost, there is gum in here that is, close to 40 years old. So we're gonna toss that to the side and see what we got. Okay, there's the back. And it looks like that's also the back. All right, so we've got a Booyah baseball card, which I think these came in this, every series came with at least a couple of these in the pack, I believe. So that combines, Alf and a baseball card. How cool is that? Okay, next. Looks like one of those sticker cards. They always like to throw in one that could be used as a sticker. Very cool. Looks like bowling. Looks like Alf's going bowling. Jason Nupp could probably appreciate that. And Liam too. Oh yeah, so I think it was like a puzzle. If you collected all of the sticker ones, you could form a puzzle out of them, I believe. Okay. So we got Kate and Willie here. Are you sure I can't order a fudge ripple sundae here? He says. I don't remember that ever being an actual line from the show, but I could be wrong. Some information. Now this image, I'll have to show you sometime, but this matches the picture that's on my Alf TV tray. Pretty sure it's that same exact pose. Very cool. Down to the last couple here. Trust me, I'll be more than happy to babysit for your cat. I bet you would. I know he's an alien, but was it weird to anyone else that he ate cats? That's what he chose to eat? Oh, this looks great. This looks like Alf is delivering his classic "Ha, I kill me" line. That's what it looks like anyway. I knew I had fans, but not these kinds of fans. Okay guys, so this collection here, this binder, kind of interesting. Some of the cards in here are actually from my childhood, mostly the baseball cards and maybe some of the basketball cards, but a lot of them I've acquired, since then. Mostly vintage, but there are some modern ones mixed in. And I think what you'll notice is that it's a little unique in that I've got them all mixed together. There's no rhyme or reason as to how I've got these organized. I organize my comic books I alphabetize them. Same thing with my VHS tapes. But for whatever reason, I just think the trading card book here, it creates better, memories and feels more nostalgic if I just flip through and see all kinds of different cards mixed together. So anyway, here we go. In the front flap here, I've got a few of the cards the packages from cards I've opened over the years. I still have some more that are still sealed, don't worry. Yeah, as you can see here from the first page, we've got a classic Michelangelo Ninja Turtles card, followed by Mike Schmidt, who played for the Philadelphia Phillies. You got the Death Star, you got some Arkansas Razorbacks, some Alf, of course, and just some of my favorite baseball players. I was a big Cardinals fan because I'm originally from Arkansas, and they didn't have a pro baseball team. I think the closest one was the St. Louis Cardinals, so it's kind of who we cheered for up there, and it kind of stuck with me ever since. But I know that this player in particular was like the king of stolen bases. He stole so many bases every season that he played. And then I chose to leave the backs of them open because, again, I like to see the stats. And sometimes there are pictures and things on the back that I like to take a look at. So more Turtles, more Star Wars. Got Andre Dawson there for the Cubs. Kirby Puckett, one of my favorites. And there's a modern one mixed in, but it looks vintage with the Stranger Things. More basketball. Looks like we got some Gremlins here. Now, how can you forget that Bo Jackson card? I feel like everyone had that card at some point, or the poster that looked like this one on their wall. Some 90s Spider-Man. I actually traded, my son got some of these cards as a gift from a family member, and he still has most of them, but a couple of them he traded with me. I gave him a couple of my old Ninja Turtles cards, and he gave me a couple of his Spider-Man. R2 and 3PO. Ryan Sandberg. More Stranger Things. Now that Ninja Turtle card reminds me of the packaging on the Ninja Turtle pies. Remember those Hostess pies? They were green and they were not good. They didn't taste good at all, but they were cool looking. NBA All-Star Skills, Sean Kemp. More Ryan Sandberg. He was one of my favorite players. Ken Griffey Jr. Look at that old Mariners logo. Pretty awesome. More Ryan Sandberg. Now this is just a modern, when they re-released those, or when they released those Rainbow Bright little figures at Five Below, they each came with a trading card. Scarlet Witch is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Here's another King of Stolen Bases, Rickey Henderson. Green Lantern. More Gremlins. Batman. There's the favorite Ninja Turtle, Mikey. BJ Armstrong for the Bulls. Another Sandberg. Now there's a Damon Berryhill Topps All-Star. See if I can get it to focus. All-Star Rookie. The Rocketeer. Still love that movie. Anyone else? Ozzie Smith. Now here's some Dinosaurs cards. More Stranger Things. Donatello. And this one's cool. Looks like the movie poster from the original film. This is probably the first card in that pack. There's Bo Jackson again, more Spider-Man with Venom that time. April O'Neil from the movie. So what do you all think? Does anyone else have a binder laying around of some of your old trading cards? Are they still organized like you had them as a kid? Are they long gone? Did someone sell them in a garage sale? And what do you think of mixing them up like this? I love that Alf card right there. I'll tell you what, for one thing, it makes it easier. When I do get a new pack, like the Alf pack that I opened today, I'll be able to just like mix those in throughout rather than trying to shift everything and keep them in any kind of order. Now Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, that's my favorite costume that she ever wore in X-Men. Very 80s. Speaking of 80s, look at these Montreal Expos uniforms, the powder blue. So cool. There's Earl Sinclair. More Rocketeer. I'm gonna have to go watch that one soon now. It's been a while. Wade Boggs. Pedro Guerrero. And right in between, you've got 11. You gotta love it. I know it's weird. How great is the art on that Spider-Man card? It's got to be Todd McFarlane, right? Oh, we got some Looney Tunes entering the mix. Alf sitting in front of that great couch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had two different couches on Alf. This one, and then I think there was like a blue one with white polka dots. They were both cool. Ghostbusters 2. Supergirl. Not too many pages left, guys. Bear with me. Let's see if I can speed it up a little bit here. There's Leia. She-Hulk, another great Marvel character. The A-Team. I don't put every card that I get in here. I've got, you know, some just stuck in a drawer. I actually like to use them as bookmarks too. I thought the art was really cool on that one. Yeah, they make good, fun bookmarks. There's Rogue. Now, 8-Bit Zombie, if you all have never checked that website out, he has some of the coolest 80s inspired art. You know, t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of fun stuff. And this obviously looks like a Garbage Pail Kid homage. Yeah, definitely check out 8-Bit Zombie. Really cool stuff. Sylvester playing baseball. There's some newer Garbage Pail Kids. I don't think that I actually have any old Garbage Pail Kids, surprisingly. I just have the newer stuff. More Bo Jackson. Bo knows baseball cards. More Spidey, TMNT. Rio with a Jawa. A random modern Wonder Woman mixed in. That may have been one that I traded with the kid. Good shot of the Rocketeer again. And we're winding down here. Randy Johnson. And then all that's really left is just a few more of the packages. Anyway, that is it. And there we are. So guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look through my personal collection of trading cards. Did you see anything in there that you recognized? Did you see maybe a baseball player you hadn't thought about in forever? Or did you see a superhero or a cartoon that maybe you had forgotten about? But even if you didn't, I hope you just enjoyed hanging out. But remember, relax, enjoy life, and be kind. We'll see you in the next one.